about action. Yay. A-C-T-I-O-N. I think it was a commercial years ago about that. I had never heard that song before. The other day when Richard and I met, he told me what Jess was going to sing. So I went home and listened to Carrie Underwood sing that song. And it really moved me. And you do it so beautifully. And what a wonderful reminder this morning that we are not our bodies. We are not this. We get to experience this temporary home with the shifts and changes and all of the movements of life that carry us to and fro. But today, in this moment, this morning, with your family and friends and maybe some strangers, you have the opportunity to say, welcome home to you. To enter into a place that's so brand new, brand spanking new, that you can say, thank you, God, that I am home. Isn't it amazing that we are already into 1 week of this new year? That's fascinating to me. How many of you are still working on those resolutions? How many of you are going, resolution, Jeanie, what's that? Right? It's already the first week and it's already gone. That's fascinating to me. But this morning, you have an opportunity to start the new year, your new life right now. Richard has already explained to you what the service is about today. There's a lot of emotion here this morning. There's a lot of amazing energy. God is so very present. And I can tell every one of you is opening up this morning, allowing the God in you to emerge. And one of the things that I wanted to take a look at for just a few minutes with you is what happens when we're challenged. Because I am going to challenge you this morning. I'm going to challenge you, as a coach, as an athletic trainer before, and in working people who come to me to release weight and get healthy in their body. I challenge them. I challenge them to rise above their fears. I challenge them to take a look at what is it that you're willing to do. Because oftentimes when people come to me, I'll ask that question. If they say, well, I'm not really sure, I'll get back with you on that. Oftentimes they don't. And this morning is your opportunity to get clear with you, to ask yourself those questions. What am I willing to do? How do you want to feel this year? How do you want to feel today, right now? We already know that how we feel and the energy as energy beings will attract more of feeling good. I can't think of a better way to get stoned with my best friends and family here at Unity North this morning. Yes? Absolutely, getting high on God. Wow. I'm sure we can think of some other ways to do that, but this is, to me, one of the best ways. Through prayer, through meditation, through joining hearts, to joining hands, to opening our minds to that divine mind, to that divine idea. That's what this is about today. It's about claiming your divine nature. It's about awakening to it and saying, yes, that is what I want to call myself this year. That is what I want to embody. I told first service, when my mom had my brother and I, my mom was Russian and she didn't really understand how to name American names when she was here. Because in Russian you do it a little bit different. So my middle name actually is Jean. So I became Jeanie because I thought that was cool. Magic Jeanie, and you can live in that fantasy. So your name can be magical for you. And I fessed up in first service, and I told people what my first name is, which really was kind of hard to do, but I'll do that with you this morning. Because my first initial is G, and I thought, oh, that's great, that's good, that's God. It really stands for Gloria. I said, Mom, really, what were you thinking? So it's okay. I kept thinking later on when I saw the Gloria Jean's coffee shops. Do you all remember those? I thought, darn, I wish I had known that at that time. So if you've ever wanted to change your name and claim something new for yourself, guess what? Today's your day. And it won't cost you anything. You don't have to go to the judge or to the courthouse to do that. But what it will extract from you and what it will call you to do is to invest. It will call you to take all the energy that is available to you as endogenous beings. We already know that we have everything within us right now to claim our freedom, to walk through this angel wash this morning of transformation. I love Richard's metaphor of birthing. That is so powerful. I never had children, but I tell you what, some of the things that I've attempted to birth in my life, it hasn't been pretty. It's been a messy experience. And for those of you who have birthed children, I bless you. I bless you, because some of the things that have come out of me at times, I'm like, really, Jeanie, that's not what you had in mind. But I've learned to love it anyway. I've learned to love it anyway, because God doesn't make mistakes. And every single one of you this morning, I know, has something within you that is waiting to be birthed, that is waiting to emerge, that essence that is within you this morning. Today is about transformation. It's about celebration. It's about elevation, rising into that energy of the Most High. I said that a minute ago. What a great way to get high. Just breathe it in, and you're already there. And when you're in that place, your vision changes. You're inspired all the time. And you know what else? You become that inspiration just by showing up and letting your light shine. You have the opportunity today to receive that gift, to birth a new and amazing and awesome you. Right now. Right now. Oftentimes, when we're called to step up and out of our comfort zone, we get a little nervous. Anybody else get a little nervous and a little concerned? Good. At least there's one or two more in here besides me. That's good. Okay, I see that one over there. We get a little nervous. We get concerned. Oh, goodness. What if I accept the challenge and I fail? Oh, my. Then what? Guess what? You get to get up and do it all over again. You get to have a Groundhog Day of God. And you get to do it all over again. Is that not cool or what? That's amazing. Because life is eternal. Your soul came here to express, to soar, to fly, and you get to do it in this amazing body. So when you get scared, what do? Martin Luther King, the one quote that I so love about the staircase. Faith is taking that first step, even when you can't see the whole staircase. So you face your fears with courage, with conviction. And you say, you know what? I'm going to do it anyway. I'm going to do it anyway. Sometimes I think what happens is we're afraid of what other people are going to think. What if we rise to that challenge and you know what? We become successful. Uh-oh, now what? People are going to talk. People are going to say, ooh, who does she think she is up there? Who does that person, who are they imagining that they are standing there and speaking and doing all of these things? And you know what? All you need to do is remember that you are God expressing beautifully as you. God doesn't play small. Are you ready to live large today? Are you ready to step up and out of that comfort zone, knowing that you can join hands, knowing that you can join hearts with every person that is here today, and you can open up to that expression of love that is within you right now, and you can grow that, you can nurture it, and you can water it, and you can feed it. That is so awesome. We become complacent. We take things for granted. We take things for granted sometimes, and we forget. So today is a day of remembering all that you are. To me, today too is about sacred ceremony. It's about ritual. When I looked at this process today, I saw it as a sacred partnership that you are entering, that you have the choice. Let me back up. That you have the choice to enter into with yourself today. This might make you a little nervous. Will you say, I do? Will you say, I do? Will you say, I will commit to this sacred partnership, this relationship with me, with the God of my understanding, a God that I know expresses as me beautifully, powerfully, every single day? Are you willing to say, I do? Are you willing to walk through this ceremony this morning and say, I do, I will, I am? No more settling, no more excuses. Richard reminded us, if you are not willing to make that commitment, keep your butt in the seat. Just sit there. And you know what? That's okay. If that's what you feel like you need to do, that's okay. Just know that that's a choice that you're making. There's no judgment there. This is your journey. You get to decide what you want it to look like, and you get to decide what you want it to feel like. When the end of 2013 arrives, and it'll be here quickly, we know that. The year flies by. What do you want your year to look like? If I saw you not knowing what name you claim today, would I be able to know what it is? Would you be that expression without telling me what your name is? Give that some thought today during this time. It's a time for reflection. It's a time for introspection. It's a time to re-examine your relationship with the God of your understanding. Is it a God, once again, as I said earlier, that is limited in your thinking, in your humanness, in your ego? Do you limit God? Give that some thought. You already know what your name is today. I know you do. It's been waiting for you for a long time. For this moment today, unlike any other, here it is right now. And I'm going to offer you just a couple little steps. When we take those steps, it's nice to have encouragement. It's nice to feel supported. So I'm going to offer you this before I close, and we move into this powerful experience this morning of oneness, of freedom, of letting go, and truly letting God have God's way with you this year. What I'd like to offer you is the word action, because that's what you are called to do this morning, is to take action. So let's look at that word very quickly. The letters in that word. The first one is A. Allow yourself to access the infinite this morning. Access that power and allow it to guide you. God is your GPS, but you have to access it. You have to turn it on. You have to flip that switch and activate it. But you have to access. It's always there. Are you plugged into it this morning to be guided in your choice, in your decision? C, clarity. Clarity. To me, that relieves congestion and confusion. What is the direction that you're wanting to go in this morning? What is that flame of desire within you this morning? Your passion, your purpose. Get clear with it. Get clear with it. And allow that to carry you through this experience this morning. T, trust. You've never heard that one before, have you? Trust. Allow yourself to surrender and relax. And know that that step is there, as in the Martin Luther King quote. That step is always there. To trust it. To trust the guidance. I, be very intentional. Intentional. We hear that word all the time. But I'm also going to say, be inspired. Inspire yourself this morning to be that intention. That living, breathing intention. And the O, one of my favorites, and you all already know this. In the oneness this morning, know that you are loved. Just as you are, right where you are, whether you sit in your seat or whether you get up and walk. In the oneness, you are sourced, you are loved, you are supported. And when you make that choice this morning, individually, what happens collectively in this consciousness and throughout this world is you uplift and you energize this planet. What an amazing opportunity you have this morning. And the end? Now. Just do it now. Your power is in this moment right now. I think it's like, did you know that today is the tomorrow that you created yesterday? Did you know that? So what are you going to create today that's coming tomorrow and the next tomorrow and the next tomorrow? Is God fully open and flowing in your life? That's your choice this morning. The freedom to make the choice, the freedom of knowing that you can in any moment feel however you want to feel and to allow God to express as you. This is your opportunity to walk your talk and just to breathe into this moment knowing you are blessed. You are so blessed in any moment you choose. I will close with this quote by Emerson that says, "Who you are speaks so loudly that I can barely hear what you're saying." Let that be your mantra this year, today. Let that guide you as you claim that name and you choose to become the embodiment of it. As energy beings, we know that God is alive and well within us and as us. And you have the opportunity today, unlike any other time. What are you willing to do this morning? What are you willing to do? The choice is yours. God bless you and namaste.